Right, okay, so today we've got a client whose hair is quite long, it's quite outgrown, but we want to take it really short to the extent that it's going to be shaved at the back. Obviously the colour, with it being shaved, would have to be redone again because there's some root there, and obviously when we go really short we'll see the darkness underneath. But first of all we will just show you the haircut. So this is the before state. It's quite long, but it's just getting too long and it's summer coming up, so we're going to make it a bit shorter. Right, okay, so we've washed the hair and we have sectioned the hair off, so I've got a nice horseshoe shape all the way round the top. It goes from the temple all the way round to the temple, and I've just kind of secured it up the top. We will be cutting the back bit first, so let's just trim the back bit first, and then I'm going to make it shorter at the bottom. This length, she doesn't want any of this length anymore, she wants this shaved off, so I'm just literally going to take it off now to help with the shaving part. And I'm going to create a length at the top to help connect with the shaving. So I just chose an angle there, and it's going to get shorter as we come down. So I'm pulling it out at 90 degrees, but cutting it into the palm of my hand, so it's like a 45-degree angle. Gradually getting shorter at the bottom. So your client might not actually want it shaved, so you could just leave it long at the bottom, like so. I mean, that is wearable, to leave it long like that. So pulling it out 90 degrees still. Just taking it really short at the base. Okay, so if your client just wanted that length, that would look quite nice. Same, pulling it out 90 degrees, and it's my fingers which are angled at 45. They're following like the shape of the head from the neck, so the neck goes, if you see the neck, it goes short, gradually getting longer as it comes up that angle here. Just going to cross check this little bit, so I'm going to pull up to the occipital bone because everything underneath that is going to be shorter with the clippers. And you should have little points to cut off. Doesn't mean that you've missed bits, it means that the head's round, so the angle of 90 degrees can't be achieved because of the head being round. just checking the balance. This side's slightly longer. I'm just going to pull it a bit higher. Right, okay, so this bit has all been cut at the back, okay. We've just taken the lengths off, we've pulled it out 45 degrees, cut into the palm of our hands, and then cross-checked it horizontally, just making sure that there's no bits that we've missed. So this bottom bit here is what the client wants to take really short, but I want to kind of blend it into this length on top. I don't want to take this shorter because otherwise the whole haircut will be really short then. So I want to keep this blended in nicely. So I'm going to put my clipper guard on. I'll put on the number 4 and we're going to do some clippering. So it's just this bottom bit. Just following the hair growth there, the hair kind of grows to the left, so I'm pushing the clippers to the right. That's it. I'm just going to tidy up the neck hair. So lifting the hair up and just taking away any loose strands on the neck. That we don't want. Just taking some areas a bit shorter because the clipper guards don't get every bit at a number 4. Right, we can see it's a bit longer here now because of the nape well. Take that bit shorter. Right, so we've got shaved and we've got scissor cut, so we just want to combine those two bits in. You can use your scissors or you can use thinning scissors. I'm just going to blend it in with a bit of scissor over comb at a steep angle. Don't really want to go too high up, otherwise the whole haircut will be a lot shorter. So my comb is not touching the client's head, it's completely away. It's just trying to blend it through now. So first of all, with scissor over comb you can go in vertically and then you have to change the angle, just making sure that you've not missed anything. Okay, we're just blending that in nicely. Once the hair dries, if there are still any steps, then I would just go in with my thinning scissors just to blend it a little more, but I don't really want to be taking off more length. Okay, so the back bit has now been trimmed. So we've got a nice angle going all the way round the head. Here, I'm going to continue that angle coming forward. My head up slightly for me. So around the ear, I've got my guideline at the side. I'll be pulling it out at 45-degree angle. You could also take this round and shave it with the clippers as well, but I don't think we want this bit that short underneath. I want to keep the length here as well, but we do want to take it over the ears. So if you pull the ear down, to cut the length away. Definitely don't want to cut the ear because it will not stop bleeding if you do. So this bit here I comb towards the ear, making sure that there's no long bits. Right, I'm just going to check the cross-check it by going horizontal, just checking from the back to the sides. Just lifting the hair and cutting it down. This front bit as well. Obviously we want to keep the length here, but we can take this quite short. And then we can scissor over comb the front bit, lifting it so it's not so blunt. Right, what we've done one side, we have to do to the other. Yet again, we've got our angle here that we like. And we're just going to continue that angle round. To the front. This way, because it's the same on both sides, doesn't matter what length you do the top. You could do the top really long. I mean, I could leave the client's hair how it is now, and she can wear it left or right. If you want that big sweeping fringe at the front. Yet again, I've combed the hair towards the ear here. Pull the ear down as you cut round the hair, round the ear, sorry. I'll just cross-check it now. Sure there's no little overhangs. And then we need to balance check left to right, making sure that left is the same as right. Right, so I'm just going to stand behind my client and just pull down left to right. If there's any longer bits, then go in and amend it. It's not thicker that side, I think. Just check the points as well. Right, so that is the underneath now done. You can see with the colour how the natural is coming through a bit more now. Just taking some bits shorter behind the ear. And this at the back, it is drying, so I could show you now with thinning scissors. If you look at the scissors, they're perforated. And head down for me. We can just go in and just take off some areas there, and it helped just blend in. It will kind of look quite steppy anyway because of the colours are different. But that is a lot neater and should last a bit longer with the thinning scissors. Okay, we can do some around the side as well. I think the hair's starting to look a little bit more silvery, isn't it now? The blonde's being cut out. Not so brassy. The other side. Can you overdo it with thinning scissors? Yeah, you can, because they're still cut, so you don't want to do too much. So let's just dust it off. So all the underneath, I would say, is pretty much done. I just need to tidy it up a little bit at the end. And now we've got the top bit. So like I say, the top bit, you can do whatever you want with it. You could leave it nice and long. But you want it a bit long? Yeah. So, if we want to leave this long, and she wants a bit of a sloping fringe at the front, then she can go either way she wants now. Does it need to connect? It can do, or it can be a disconnected haircut. I'd say the back definitely needs to blend in somehow, but the front can be quite floppy, and we can just point cut this just to blend it through. So I'm just really just taking the tips off this haircut. So if you definitely want it a bit shorter around the back and sides, but kept the length on top, then this style will be okay for you. Now as I go through the parting, I'm going to slightly pull it back each time so that it meets this back guideline here. So if I pull it back, next section, bring it up, pull it back.
I actually really don't want to go on you.
So we're pulling this front section back and just taking off the tips. You can cross check it as well. So it should be slightly coming up at an angle. Can you see that? Where it's shorter at the back, gradually coming up higher. You can point cut that as well, or you can take it blunt. Slightly pull this back and pull the whole fringe back now. Now I'm not actually taking any length off the fringe. The fringe is at the front. It's not even being cut. Look. Even though I'm pulling it back, it's not actually being cut. And I'll cross check the sides. Right, so I'm just going to blend through the sides now. I'm going to do centre parting. Want a little bit of an overhang. So I've got the bottom bit and I've got the top bit, and I just want to connect it a little bit. Got the bottom bit and the top bit. There's not much really in it, to be honest, this side. And then I'll do the other side. So I've got the bottom bit and the top bit, and just kind of taking off this middle bit, aren't I? All the way to the front, pulling it slightly back. And that way we've got a nice kind of floppy area over the front, which you can style to the left or you can style to the right. This fringe here is quite long, but my client wants it short. Okay, a little bit. I'm not too short. Right, it's actually done at an angle. If we look at the fringe now, it's shorter here, gradually coming down, longer here. And we're going to continue that, taking a little bit off. Okay. So I'm just going to pull it down. And rather than me blunt cut this, I'm going to kind of point cut it, putting little triangle shapes into the cut, so it's not so blunt. And you can make that angle as steep as you want. That's it. You can either go with a razor as well. Right, so I'm just going to take little bits out of the haircut now, just to personalise the cut. So it's not so chunky in any shape or form. That's it. So let's come around the back. Let's have a little look. It's nice and short on top. Nice and short round the back. The colour's not too bad actually. Not too bad. And blending through. So what we're going to do now, we're going to dry the hair. I'm going to put some products on. Products that we're going to use today. Let's put some of this on, which is the Perfect Setting by Wella Light Setting Lotion Spray. So you just spray it on all over. Smells lovely as well. It's going to be pretty much a finger dry, and then a maybe use some brush work in there as well to separate it. So finger dry where it's short. Direction. You want to kind of blast it so that it can pull anyway. Forward and backwards. So even though my client wants it sitting a certain way, it's just blasting it in every direction so that it can sit the way that she wants. And then we're just going to add a little bit of product, maybe a bit of wax or something, just to style it. It's looking quite nice now. So it's definitely short at the front, getting that little bit longer around the sides. It's got a nice angle on it. Right, so we're just going to put some wax on it. You can use whatever wax that you want. Thing with wax, making sure that you rub it in like moisturiser. And then don't be gentle on the hair, you've really got to get your hands in there, mess up everything that you've done. And then after is the styling process, then you can come through and smooth it down and style, looking in the mirror, making sure that the balance is fine. Defining these front bits, making them a bit pointier. Can finish off with some spray as well. If I just show you now the finished look. And bear in mind, I've got a mature client here. She still wants a younger, funky haircut. I'm at the ripe age of 79. This is the finished article. Okay, I hope you like it. Please subscribe to my page for more updates, and we will obviously be colouring her hair soon, so we'll choose a different colour for it, and I'll just show you the look all around. That's blended in quite nice at the bottom. Products make so much difference. "10 years younger already." That's it. Head up slightly. Thank you.